What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Ace, Operative, and today, on this video, I would like to talk about the potential of Shinobi Strike, because I feel like this. When we have found out more, when we had gotten all those scans about Naruto Boruto Shinobi Striker, you cannot say that almost all of us had gotten super hyped. And then when they dropped the trailer, it just built up the hype for this game even more. From what we know from the trailers and the scans, we know three maps in which we will be able to fight on are confirmed. The Hidden Leaf map, the Sand Village map, and now the Cloud Village map. So many maps have been confirmed for this game, yet we were only able to play in one for the beta. I talked about this on my previous videos about what they can do, what they can expand into when it comes down to this game. This game, longevity, could far exceed the Naruto Storm franchise until we get a real Naruto or Boruto fighting game. One that is going to be, if not better than Storm. But I will talk about all that in this video. Operatives, stammer for battle! So Naruto Boruto Shinobi Striker's beta has come and gone. So here are some of the things that I would like to flush out the potential of this game. We've already know that they bragged, if we can go back to that scan, they bragged about how many customizations that they are going to add to this game. And customizations are key. That means each individual will be able to have a different type of ninja. That means not every ninja in the Hidden Leaf Village will be the same. So, you know, they got that going for them. The customization, as well as them adding a ton of jutsus into this game as well as ninja masters, or however they're going to like add a plethora of ninjutsu into this game. That's the second thing. The third thing is what I was talking about in the beginning of the video, the areas in which you'll be able to fight on. You'll be able to go to these different types of villages and be able to play on different maps. Fourth thing, the so-called story behind this game. According to the Gamescom trailer in which we had gotten, it had expressed that we are all competing in a ninja league to see who will be the strongest ninja of everyone. Even though that's sort of hard to like see that happening, because we are all competing we are competing as a team. We're not individuals. So I'm like, you're thinking there has to be a 1v1 rank round somewhere in there, because it cannot be ninja. It has to be ninjas, because how can a whole team be, you know, like the strongest, you know, singular word ninja if there are 4 ninjas on a team? Tell me if that makes sense. That's how I pretty much feel. Now, if they are going to implement a way in which you are able to go 1v1 with another, you know, like person, okay, cool. But they will have to flush that out. And for them to wanna, like, if they are going that route, and don't forget, they have put these trailers before us time and time again, my dudes. If they are going to go that route, they gotta introduce another mode. We already know that there are other modes, subjugation mode, where you're trying to assassinate the other team's boss. Now, we hadn't heard nothing about that. And we found that out like in what, the second scan, but we haven't heard nothing from it. Barrier battle, like that's like capture the point. There are so many other modes, and I personally believe this. Now, I personally believe this, and until, you know, like, we get information to say that this is not fact, I personally believe that they are working on all this. I want to believe that. There is no freaking way Capture the Flag is going to keep us. No freaking way. Capture the Flag is not going to hold this community. I mean, after a certain given point in time, I'm going to get bored of it, and then I'm going to move on to something else. It was fun for a good, you know, the 3 hours that I played in the beta, but my heart and soul wanted something else. And that is where those other modes come in. So another thing to add to, like, the potential as well as the longevity of this game, those different modes. Because so we got customization, we got ninjutsu, we got the different maps to add to variety of where we're gonna play. We also now have the different modes. The fifth thing is to be able, what we did not see also in the beta, to be able to play with our comrades, with our friends, and be able to co-op team play when it comes down to, like, having a coordinated assault in order to capture A and B, or, you know, like any other type of modes. Like, that strategy that you're going to need in order for you to, like, thoroughly enjoy a team-based game, and from what they're trying to go for. Naruto Boruto Shinobi Striker. The more I think about, I'm like here looking at what else can they get, because no, here is the next thing. Here is definitely the next thing that is super important. And they also told us in the interview that they are going to support this game. They have to. This is an online game. They have to support this game, my boys. I don't want a freaking 2 years later patch. Like, I'm trying my best not to bring Storm 4 into this because there's a whole different company. I'm just saying, I'm just using them as an example. I don't want, like, we got, like, the whole community got to get together and scream at the company, yo, fix your game. We bought this game full price, as well as you throwing in microtransactions. But if the game is not fixed and optimized, how are we going to get the most out of this game? So, yeah, so it is very important that Soeili keep this game constantly optimized. They have already said, like, the director over Naruto Boruto Shinobi Striker, he already said that there will be patches, there will be, you know, like, updates to the game, there will be a lot of things still added to the game. And that is pivotal for this game, because I truly believe Shinobi Striker is I want to say it's a filler game. The reason why I'm saying it's a filler game, my dude, this is not going to be like the selling point for, like, the Naruto games. I pretty much feel like they are waiting for Boruto, the Boruto anime, the Boruto manga, all that type of stuff to flush out a little bit more, and then for them to add, like, to make their own game. That's what I personally believe. Shinobi Striker is just supposed to fill in that time frame for the whole wait. I wouldn't mind us getting a 2D Naruto game. I really wouldn't. Because, I'm sorry, I'm going to bring in another game, which is Dragon Ball Z Fighter. We saw how beautiful that game had looked. We saw it. You cannot say the graphics, the visuals, the nostalgia references. Like, you saw that. And that's why I'm looking at Shinobi Striker, because I'm looking at the longevity until we're able to get to this point to where we have the next Boruto game. Now, I've seen a lot of people, when I was watching PS360's live stream for Naruto Boruto Shinobi Striker, I saw a lot of people, like, asking Bandai when they had showed up into the chat, when's the release date for this game? I was like saying to myself, they can't be a release date. They got all of this stuff that they still gotta fix. They got all of this stuff that needs to be implemented. I don't want to hear now one release date. I remember that I was at first saying, yo, this game needs release date, this game needs release date, this game needs release date. Said that over and over and over again. Because I wanted to see, like, okay, so what's the deadline? After playing that beta, I want that thing to drop in 2019. I know a lot of people is going to say, 2019? 2019? We'll already moved on to something else by 2019. The reason why. We got the open beta to look forward to. How they're going to do that is beyond me. And I'm pretty much worried for the open beta. Because whenever the open beta drops, that pretty much signals that the game is nearly finished. That's what makes my heart drop for a good bit, because this game is not ready. It's not ready, my dudes. It is not ready. If you played in this beta, or if you watched footage about this game and you heard people talk about, this game is not ready. This game is still raw, like chicken, without it being in the oven long enough for it to cook. It is still raw. It needs to get well done. It needs to let all the spices, the flavors. I don't know why I'm bringing in cooking into this. Maybe it's because I'm hungry. But it needs all of that sustenance to be in this game, so that we can thoroughly enjoy the game. Because we all know we like that Naruto milk. And we know we need this game to satisfy us until the next Naruto game, Naruto Boruto, whatever you want to call it, game. So guys, these are my thoughts. This is pretty much how I feel when it comes to us, when it comes to the potential of this game. That's how I pretty much feel. I'm not looking for this game to be, you know, for it to get another sequel. I really don't think it should get one, because, I mean, if it gets one, it gets one. But I just want them to get as much as they can done to this game, make it good, make it presentable to us, have them release it. But this game is not ready. That's why the people that want the release date, you don't want the release date, because the moment they give us a release date, let me tell you, say for instance if they say July, you know how hard they're going to have to work in order for them to get this game. Like, they're going to cut corners. Stuff is going to be missed, and then all of us that buy the game, we're going to call them out on it. So I want them to take as much time as they can. I want them to take as much time as they can on this game. If it's 2019, we get it. 2019 it is. It's not like we don't got any other anime games out there. We got Attack on Titan, Dragon Ball Z Fighter, Lord have mercy, SAO, Fatal Bullet. What else? Continue naming them in the comments if you want to. But we got games. Find something else. Play Storm for another freaking year to wait. Thank you all for watching. Feel free to let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Thank you all for watching. Operatives, move out.